Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kremer. Let's make sure everything's working here. I haven't done this very often, so I'm a little nervous about how things are going to go. I think we're good. All right. And I think I can see chat. Let me know when you join me. I think I'm going to get started though. So these are all the places you can find me on the web. So I am live on Facebook every Monday night at 7:30 Central Time. And I've added this once monthly to YouTube Live on the second Wednesday, I think. I don't know, but thank you for joining me. If you need a Stampin' Up! Catalog and you're in the US, let me know and I'll get one to you. We have a new catalog that starts in January, and I'm very excited about that. So today we are doing simple stamping. I'm going to bring all my pretty colors in for you to see. And you'll notice there is no Whisper White and there is no Very Vanilla in this pile. You might be aware, and I mentioned it on my video on Monday, that Stampin' Up! Has to replace its Whisper White products with something called Basic White. And I don't know when that'll actually be available. The plant that made all our Whisper White products has been shut down, closed, I think permanently, thanks to COVID, which is very sad. I don't even know where the plant was or mill was. If anybody knows, let me know. I'd be curious to know. So in light of Whisper White being replaced, we're not using white or vanilla, which is ivory, at all tonight. Sometimes when I want to challenge myself, I'll make a project and not use white just to challenge myself. So you'll see lots of light colors and some bright colors, and we're just stamping. So let me bring in, well, okay. I'm excited. I'm anxious to make some cards. So you saw that pile, and this afternoon, this is what those all looked like. They were just scraps sitting in my bin of cardstock. And this is what I did to make all those. I just took and I cleaned up my edges, and I have quite a stack here, excuse my reach, of a whole bunch of 5.5 by a variety of widths, and I didn't even measure it. And then I have card bases, and I have a few extra. Here, let's finish doing this. I can't tell if anybody has joined me. I think somebody has. Let me know if you're watching me. I don't have how many people are watching. Anyway, so I'm going to clean this up a little more. So simple stamping. Stampin' Up! Challenges us every month with a simple stamping, I'll say, criteria. There's a nice piece that we can use as a focal point. And I'm just cleaning up all this. There's a die cut from a partridge. So stamps, ink, and paper. Simple stamping. Let's do this last piece while I see if there's anybody else joining me today. It says there are people watching. Let me know you're here. It's exactly 5.5, so I'm going to make some strips. And you'll see what we're going to do with these in just a minute. Oh, I want these up here. And there is a method to my madness. We'll make a narrower one. I do want these wide enough to be able to put adhesive on easily, and there's just an extra piece. All right. So I have my 5.5 length. I have a whole bunch of rectangles. I would have said squares, but I don't want to measure, so they're all just rectangles of all varying sizes, widths, colors. Sorry, there's an actually a retired color chocolate chip, if you remember that. There's early espresso, so lots of layers. And I have card bases, so they are ready to go. Purple Posy is such a pretty color. I'm sad that we don't have ink for you. All right, so I came up, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, sorry, I'm out of view. This is oh gosh, come on, words. Sketch that I'm going to be using. So this is a card base, 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half at 4 1/4. And so what my thinking is, and I'm just going to randomly, let's see, is put a couple of these down Normally, I would say we could emboss one of these, but we're just using stamps, ink, and paper. And I think throughout the evening, I'll share with you ideas that ways that you could dress it up if you have them. And if not, we're going to make lovely cards anyway. So I think with this, I would add, I'm going to cut this down and use another gray. Do I have a lighter gray or a darker gray? I don't know. Let me, sorry, I should have been a little better prepared here. And then I have my little mini cutter. We're just going to chop this down a little bit. Let's see here. So I don't want too many colors in here. I am going to try to keep this one a little more monochromatic. I need a bigger piece of glue. There. Cut this one down a little bit. All right, so the stamps I am using, and you can look at these while I finish off my trimming here, are the Sailing Home, and that's what this one's going to be with the blues, I think. Well, yeah. And then a Forever Fern. I have seen this stamp set, and these are all in the annual catalog. I have seen this done in so many different colors. I saw some very pretty fall themed with, you know, like colors of leaves, your rusts and your dark reds and those kinds of things. I actually saw this in red and green for Christmas, and it was a beautiful card. And then the Geared Up Garage. I think this is an often overlooked stamp set. So we're going to be using that on our cards today. My hope is to make at least 3 cards. So, all right, just going to kind of eyeball this. There we go. And then you'll see that we can layer these up. Maybe I'll put this one on top. I'll clean my space when I get started stamping here. And then a layer there. Oh, that's not the layer. This is the layer. Ah, okay. Just like that. Nope, too wide. We may have to trim it down. And we'll go like that. All right, so that's our basic sketch for tonight. I am going to do the Sailing Home at the other direction, I think. And you do it landscape. This is portrait. So that's what this sketch is referring to. Sorry, it's kind of messy. I always blame it on being a lefty. My sister's a lefty, and she's not near as messy as I am. All right, so let's get started. Stamps, ink, and paper. We're going to use the Sailing Home and our blues. Stampin' Up! Made this really easy for me because we have the Seaside Spray as my card base here. Let's get some of these stamps out. I don't even have thought too far ahead of what I'm doing. The sailboat's nice, and then I like the rope and Set Sail in the Direction of Your Dreams are the ones we're going to use. And I've got, let's see. All right, some reason I am not seeing comments. Oh, here on my tablet. I have my comment up there. Something's going on, but thank you for joining me. I see people are here. That's right. We're just really getting started. So stamps, ink, and paper. Let's get these. Oh, I'm going to need I'm going to put this as the cutting surface for my not my Big Shot, my Big Boss. Stampin' Emboss. We call it the Big Boss. All right, and then so a few of my ideas. One idea is one of these strips we're going to stamp on, so it's going to kind of look like designer series paper. And I thought we would put this one on here. And I have all my inks right next to me. Actually, we're going to use Misty Moonlight, and it's on the other side. This is one of our in colors that just joined us last June, so we'll have another 1.5 years with it. All right, let's see. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes. Let's move this over. I have a little different setup for this than I do with my Facebook Lives. I'm a lefty. I will go this way. So instead of just going straight up, I am moving it back and forth as I stamp. I think it'll just add a little more interest. So I'm putting that knot. I'm keeping the knot on there, but moving it around. I don't know if that makes sense. We'll put a little piece there. So there's that. Clean that off. Trying to decide if we want to use a different color. This is Smoky Slate, Misty Moonlight, and Seaside Spray. Kind of wish this were smaller so I could go this way. Yeah, let me look real quick. Because my idea is I want this sentiment down in this corner, and then we're going to put the boat on here. So I guess it can be quite a bit smaller. So let me look for a piece. And this one will work, I think. Yep. So I think we'll stamp first. And I'm making the boat level so it looks like it's on the water and not falling off. Yeah, I could have stamped better. And my little trimmer. So handy to have this. Just eyeballing where it would go. And there, you know what? That's not a navy. I'm going to switch that out. Let's see which one we want. So stamping on your pieces adds interest. You could, oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm going to trim this down. So I am adding another blue. This is the Misty Light cardstock. The other piece I have on there is Night of Navy. And we'll just use our one ink. Keep it simple. That's the idea. And I've got my Stampin' seal. I don't know why I'm not seeing comments on. You know what? I don't really like that. I'm going to turn it over and see if I can't get a better image. Cardstock has two sides. So ink, ink, ink. Stamp and push quite hard, but I go straight up and down. Oh, it's better. We'll use that one. All right. So it's going to go like that. And I do want to stamp my sentiment on the card base so that if I don't get a good image, I can either use a different card base or figure something out. Oh, I like that. All right. And we're going to use the same ink, Misty Moonlight, Set Sail in the Direction of Your Dreams. I'm going to see how straight it is, the stamp compared to my sticker. And it was pretty straight. So sorry if my head's in there. Push and give it just a second for the ink to go into the cardstock. There it is. Put that away before I put my fingers in it. And let's get this card put together. So just get this started. Put this here. And this just adds a little interest. Just because it's just stamps, ink, and paper doesn't mean we can't have layers. And if you're just starting out, I suggest you look at what colors you think you'll use the most. And then we'll adhere this. And then we offer multicolored packs of paper. And that way you'd have a nice variety. Let's find some larger Stampin' Dimensionals. I like that side better. So I got to choose. Oh, that one didn't. Okay. Let's see, I can't talk and take these liners off. Just a little more interest by popping that up. Card number 1 is done. And that was the Sailing Home stamp set. So 1 done. All right. Hello, Way. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's keep things cleaned up. So should we do the Geared Up Garage or the Forever Fern next? All right. Let's see if I can keep these. One time I forgot all the cards I had made. So let's see. Garage. All right, we'll do that next. And I was thinking for this one, let me put my adhesives away so I know where they are. And put my ink away. I thought I would use let's see if I have a gray. Could use, I don't have a gray. We'll use blue again, but we're going to use, well, it is blue and gray. We'll see if, I don't know. I guess I did have another idea for that. Maybe we'll make 4 cards if we have time. We're going to use the same, but we will just use a Night of Navy. And I think that's the same colors. You know what? We'll use the same colors. I think that's fine. My idea here is to use this oil mark on the background to give it some interest. So, my bone folder. I didn't have my bone folder earlier, so what I did was I used a block. And that worked just as well. All right, so we could just do some layers here. And I need another layer. I haven't quite decided. I think I want the car to be my focal point. And I don't know what this card's going to say. Oh, a nice piece. I have a car die cut. That would be cheating, though, because that's not just stamps, ink, and paper. Here's our car. Too big. In the catalog, they tell you what size blocks you need for the stamp set. They used to put it on the case, but they don't anymore. Let's get our oil spill inked or stamped on a block. How about all geared up to celebrate, and we'll put those in. I know there are gears in the oh, I like your classic too. What do you think? All geared up to celebrate. I don't know. Maybe something will come to me as I'm stamping. Let's see what we need here. I think I wanted this to be black, but I don't know that I have any black paper here. I thought black and gray would be a good combination. Oh, there's a dark gray. That'll be good. Oh, I do have black. There we go. Swap out. You know, this piece will go nice with that. Oh, look at that. It's like it was made to be. Let's put these on blocks before I lose them. How often do you do simple stamping with just stamps, ink, and paper? I'm curious. I don't think that will work. Let's get a bigger block. That won't work either. Just put it on the end. All right, now to figure out what size these all need to be. I like the Euro Classic on the gray. We'll just use gray and not any more light blue. Seaside Spray, as it may be. You could do some color blocking. That might be kind of fun. And then put your Euro Classic fit down there. See, this is the fun of using your scraps. It's kind of like a puzzle, which I love puzzles. I'm going to trim this one down a little bit. And then I'm going to measure how wide this is. I don't even know what this ruler is. A little over 3 1/4. So if I make these each 3 inches wide, they'll fit nicely on that piece. This little trimmer is so cute. All right. And the next one at 3. So I really am curious, how often do you do simple stamping? So simple stamping doesn't have to mean boring. It doesn't have to mean you work so hard. You just have to be a little more creative, is what I think. Oh, this is coming together nice. This is not what I thought of at all. And this is too long. I need my big trimmer. Just here. Now, why am I not seeing comments? I have live chat on. Let's go out of there. Oh, there they all are. Remember markers. Oh, that's a good idea. Wait, I don't use markers often enough. They aren't on my table. I think I do like the blue up there. And then we'll put that there. Let's stamp this one. I think we'll use Night of Navy ink on this one, if I can find it. There it is. I have to say I am very spoiled. I have all the colors, which makes simple stamping a lot easier because then you do have the variety. But I would start with colors you like. Let's see how straight this is, the sticker compared to the stamp itself. Push right where the stamp is, not on the edge. That's good. Put that to the side. You're a classic. And then I think this one we'll put the, we're just going to stick with blue, or do we want different colors? Yeah, we'll make this really simple and use one color. Well, for these, I stamped off because I wanted that a little lighter. Oh, it's fine with the dark. The oil spill's kind of funny, I think. All right. Sorry, I should go this way. That is still wet. We're going to let that dry. And then I want a car on there. At the same. So it's a little wide. So I need to trim this down. And it is about 2 inches. Remember, that was 3 wide. So we'll go 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. That should give us a nice edge or border. Sorry, put this back into view for you. So I think that'll make a nice border on there. Again, I'm going to stamp on here before I adhere it. That way I can use the back side, which you've already seen me do. We're just going to center that on there and push. Not quite the right size, but it'll do. So lots of layers, I guess, is my thinking today. There, you're a classic. All right, let's get these adhered. Let's stamp on the inside real quick. We'll put some, and then I think all geared up to celebrate. And then I know those are nuts, right? Bolts? No, those are nuts, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't normally stamp inside my cards, but I should. I know these aren't gears. Like I said, the dies that coordinate with this stamp set, I'm going to put this on the back. Cute. The dies that coordinate with the stamp set do have some gears, so I think that's why that sentiment is part of this. All right, now I'm going to move my ink so I don't get ink everywhere. We'll adhere this card, and card number 2 will be done. All right, let's put our layers all together. I think we will just use this on here. Cute. Wonder if I should have done the other side. think what we'll do is adhere when I'm doing something like this where I have, in this case, 3, sometimes I have 5 things I want to center. What I'll do is put one on one end. Make sure I've got, where did my ink go? Get some of the ink off my fingers. And then I'm going to adhere the other. I'm just going to do the black piece for now to the other end. And then this middle one, I'm just going to center between the 2 I've already adhered. Rather than trying to measure and make sure everything is centered. So I'm looking left to right, and then I'm looking that it's straight there. And before I push it down, I'm going to move this end down a little bit. I'm going to turn it over to burnish it because I think I've got ink on my hands. I do. Imagine that. And then I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. And this one will be done. So some things you could do to add more interest are use some embellishments. This when this bundle came out, we had little trinkets that were wrenches and whatnot, so they would be really cute to add on that first card, maybe sequins or something like that. And this I'm just centering left to right. Let's burnish that. And there's card number 2. You're a classic. All geared up to celebrate. So, simple stamping. All right, the last one. Oh, let's clean up. Put things away so I know where they are. I have a stamp and I don't even know where it belongs. It's kind of funny. Usually it's the other way around. You lose stamps, but okay. And I also have a die that I don't know what it belongs to, and it's, I think, one of the newer ones. The old ones used to have the item number on the die. One more. This was so fun. I love that stamp. I should use it more. It's a mess. All right. It's a mess, and it's oil spill. All geared up. I'm going to keep those together, so when we're done, we can put them together. All right, Forever Fern. Let's use some other colors. I have seafoam spray. I thought that would be fun. Maybe some purple posy. Yes. Yellow. I think that is so saffron. Maybe with a touch of this. Don't know if that's Bumblebee or crushed curry. Brown, just a little layer. That is chocolate chip we'd use early espresso. I'm just playing with colors. This was a fun way to clean out my cardstock supply a little bit. Any suggestions? Oil stamp, it looks good together. Thank you, Wei. I thought that was kind of fun. Like I said, I don't use that oil spill stamp very often. I should use it more. My family likes cars. Maybe gray. Oh, crumb cake. I like that. Let's just pull some others in here. We'll have to trim this down. I think. Oh, there's a little bit. Does that go with it? Oh, I know. Just jade. I have a piece of just jade here. There we go. Let's see what we can make out of these. All right, and I think we'll do this. Well, that last one I did add on a separate piece, and I think that is my thought here too. That we're going to use a bunch of the leaves, and I don't know what they all are. I don't know if anybody did figure out what they all were. This one kind of looks like, not eucalyptus. I thought I knew what that one was. I don't know if anybody ever named what those were. Thought we would put some layers and put the sentiment over the top. So stamp on here with a variety of those, and maybe in a variety of colors. That'd be fun. And then put the sentiment on here. Too many greens, too many colors? I think so. You know what? Excuse my reach. Oh, I didn't use the I said we were going to use that sketch, and I'm not doing that. How are we doing on time? Oh, it's only 8 o'clock? All right. I think I'll make a third card using that sketch. That's not the piece I wanted. That's the piece I wanted. Excuse my reach. We'll do this. So you see I tore the edge of this one, and my idea was with the sailing home. Actually, I was thinking of using the whale stamp set, which I don't have handy, and making that be the edge of the ocean. That'd be better if it were. So if you could just add interest by tearing. You could also add interest by crumbling and then flattening to get some texture on your layers, since we're not using embossing folders to add texture, but crumbling and then smoothing it out adds just enough texture. You can add ink to that too. So stamps, ink, and paper. All right, we're going to get rid of the blue. That yellow is awful bright. That is the same. That must be it. I don't know what colors to use. Friends. There, I think that's better. And if we trim down the Just Jade and then use Just Jade on here as well, that'll tie it all together. I don't know if I like that yellow. I mean, the crumb cake. I do have some. If we trim that down, that'd be better. What other pieces do I have here? Too many decisions. With just a narrow border. Oh, that might be good. We're going to do that. That way we only have the two colors, the green and the yellow. I can't talk. And then we'll just use a variety of those colors on our stamped piece here. I wish this were wider. So we'll use this one. Maybe. Let's see. Excuse my reach again. Here we go. This is the piece I want. All right. My big mess. I'm trying to keep it off so that you can see what I'm doing here. I like the width. We're going to trim it down. There we go. And I will measure how wide this is and then add 1/4 of an inch. So it's 2 5/8. So we'll go 2 7/8. Hopefully that's about the right size. I have more. If not, perfect. That will go there. Oh no, I lost those other green pieces. We're going to need that. All right. Let's do our trimming and then we'll do our stamping. So this is 1 inch. So we'll go 1 1/4 inches. I know I'm not flat, but it'll still work. And I don't know what this is going to say yet, so we'll just leave that. Let's do our stamping. We're going to use Just Jade, Bumblebee. Those are new in colors from they were new last June. Let's get started with those and then we'll see if we need any more colors. And I already buried the stamp set. Such a nice variety of stamps here. We're going to use, see, I already have some die cut, but we won't use those. I like this one. That one's pretty. And then maybe a smaller one. No, I don't want one. Let's make the variety of the shapes. So we'll use one. All right. That one isn't going to fit. I need a big block for that. Oh, there we go. Let's do this one in green. Let's see. This one in green. And we're going to stamp a couple times. So we're going to stamp from the corner to the middle and then not re-inking. I'm going to stamp a second time. So you get a nice variation. You can see that there's a line there, and that's where this was stamped off. But when you get everything said and done, it won't matter, and you won't even notice. This is Bumblebee. It is very much like crushed curry, if you're wondering. So I'm almost overlapping. So I think we'll just kind of alternate. I am going to overlap, so it looks more like designer series paper. Put one there. Another Bumblebee down the side. I think these two colors will be good. Normally I don't do things in two colors, but I think because I stamped off, and these are distinctive stamps, and you can see there's quite the variation of color on there. So I think it'll work. Oh, looking at my picture, that is a mess. Sorry for all that blue under there. It looks kind of funny. Let me clean my stamps, otherwise I will make a mess. All right, let's see how this is looking. So I kind of made my own pattern paper there. And then with this, oh, it goes across the middle. Nice. And then we'll stamp and trim that down, but we're going to stamp first. Love and Laughter Forever After. Is my piece wide enough for that? I think it is. And we're going to use green. The paper's green. Let's see how straight my sticker is. So what I'm doing is, I think I have it lined up straight, and I do, but it's a little, the stamp is up that way. So in trying to center it on here, I know I need to move it down a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense. So I stamp here just to compare, so I know when I stamp like this, I can get it better lined up. I don't know if that makes sense. Because sometimes the sticker, where I can see the Love and Laughter Forever After, might have been a little crooked on compared to the stamp of it. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, let's put the ink away before I make a mess. Again, that was Bumblebee and Just Jade. I'm just going to trim this down. And so to step this up a little, which I'm not doing today, I have ink all over me. I'm going to clean my fingers. To step this up, you could add pearls or rhinestones would be nice. Some Wink of Stella, which is I call it a glimmer pen, would be nice to add to some of those. So just some ideas if you want to take it up just a little bit. Ribbon would be nice too. But we're not using there. So this is why I don't adhere things. So I got some ink on there. You know what? Let's move this out of the way. And grab my adhesive. Sorry, I think I may have been off camera there. I'm going to center that on the mat. Oh, that's so nice. I like it. I'll go this way. And I am going to center this. Sorry, I changed my mind about that sketch, didn't I? And then adhesive on this piece. And I think I'm just going to put it kind of across the middle. Make sure it's opening the way I expect it to. And then dimensionals on here. I have little dimensionals. They'll work. I'll just use a few more of them. Not sure where that other went. Oh, so I see it. Sorry, I don't look into the video often enough to see. And there's our third card. How are we doing on time? It's only 8:10. I think I want to make another card and then show you what I was talking about with this ripped edge. So I'm going to have to step away because I know I do want to use the Whale of a Time stamp set. So bear with me. Here, I'll let you tell me, what colors do you think I should use on my on this card? If I'm using the coral and the, oh good, it's right here. That didn't take long at all. If I'm using the seaweed, I think it's seaweed. The seahorse is really cute too. All right, so we need, I don't really want to do another blue card. Here, balmy blue. No. Oh, I wish it were a full card base. Let me see. There we go. Just something a little different. I believe that is Pool Party. Yeah. That'll work. Fold that in half. Use a block because it's handy. All right, and then my idea, which I think we'll use. All right, so if we're going to use that again, I think I want it this way. And this is going to be our shore. So I'm going to rip. It just makes a nice, interesting edge. So I'm going to turn this on its side. So the other one went this way. I don't know if I'm using this color, but with the strips on the side and then the sentiment that way, this would be smaller. But I'm going to turn it this way. And then this is going to be like our sand on the bottom. I wish there were sand on, something to make sand on there. You know what? We're going to use that and we're going to pretend. I think that's supposed to be bubbles. We are going to use this. It's so little. It's cute. And here, you know what? Let's turn this around. We're going to use some brown ink. Soft suede will work. It might be kind of dark. Let's get the same color. Crumb cake. And get my platform back so I have a nice surface to stamp on. All right, so we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to add what I'm hoping will look like sand on this piece. Oh, that's good. So I'm stamping multiple times without re-inking to get different shades of brown, and I like the lighter ones. There. Does that look like sand? I'll put a couple more here and there. Okay. There's that. Oh, I didn't put these stamps away. We'll just move them out of the way because we're almost done. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you being here. If you're watching the replay, let me know that too. All right, so there's that, and there's that. And let's decide which of these little critters we're going to pretend we see. How about the turtle? He is so cute. All right. We're going to put Mr. Turtle here. And then I really like these seaweeds or whatever they are. Yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry. If you are commenting, I can't see any more comments. Okay. All right. Mr. Turtle. What color should he be? These obviously are going to be green. Let's get our brown out of the way. What green? I have lots of greens. How about something bright? Like grainy apple green. That wouldn't be fun. And then Mr. Turtle. Should we use shaded spruce? I think garden green might work for the turtle as well. What color are the turtles? I don't even remember. No, my son's not here. He loves animals. He might have been able to tell me what color a sea turtle would be. All right, sorry, I do need to turn this so I can see. No, it was the other. We have a second stamp set that has a lighthouse in it and it has some grass. And that's what the stamp I was thinking I was using today, which is why I thought the grass would work. That'll work. We're going to pretend there's just some grass growing in the sand. And we'll put it on this side. You know what? I'm going to adhere this first. I have way too much on my table. I can't see anything. Let's get some of these away. I did put it away, my adhesive. It wasn't on the table where I thought it was. This is going to go on the bottom. That's our sand. Oh, to use the sketch, I think I will put something here with the sentiment. So the seaweed and whatnot. Cute. And we'll put it down there. Just a little. I don't think we'll use a big one. And I don't think anybody gave me a suggestion for the turtle. Let's try both and see which one we like better. I'm thinking garden green or maybe brown. Let's try. This one is garden green. Clean that off. And this is shaded spruce. I think I like the garden better. No, I think I do like the shaded spruce. So we're going to say he's swimming right there. Oh, nice. And then I do want a sentiment on here. No, we could put a second layer of sand. Nah, I see those sitting there. I like that. And then this should say, thanks a ton, whale done. I don't have a whale on here. My love for you is bigger than the ocean. You're kind of a big deal, or hoping all your birthday fishes come true. You know what? I think we'll do that. And then this little fish stamp is so cute too. So we'll do that. The fish, which I just moved. There's the fish stamp. And this is really little, so we don't need a very big piece of cardstock for it. And I don't know if that'll fit in there. So we need a color for our fish. Blue. They make it really easy for us to choose colors. I'm going to use Pacific Point if I can find it. A lot of different colors on this card. Compared to the first one I made was all one color, right? So, oh my gosh, that is so cute. We're going to put a bunch so that they're swimming, swimming, swimming under our sentiment even and off the page. Oh, look at that. So cute. I love it. And then, do you like the yellow? I don't want to take too much time here, but no, I think maybe even more of this. No, I think a different color might be better. We're going to do yellow. I don't know what other color to use. Blue. Excuse my reach. Ah. See these pieces I had cut. Oh, I kind of like that. What do you think? I'm not seeing comments. Are you guys still with me? It says you are. Anyway. We'll do it in the same blue that the fish are in. I'm going to do both, and then we'll decide which color we like best. Hoping all your birthday fishes come true. Just want blue. I'll trim it down. Blue or yellow. I don't know you guys are. Okay, Way's with me. I think the yellow adds a little brightness, a little more interest. I'm going to trim that down, adhere it with a dimensional, and we'll be done. I am so happy you joined me today. Thank you, thank you. And I encourage you to try some simple stamping. Obviously, it does help if you have different colored cardstock and or ink. Add that with a dimensional and we are good to go. So having, different colors, since we're not doing a lot of embellishments or textures or anything, you add the interest by adding layers of cardstock and different colors. Now I do have all my cards handy. My simple stamping cards. Let's clean up a little. Let's just move everything out of the way. Hopefully that's good. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. I think I was on a blue and green kick today. Let's mix them up a little like that. Let's see. My camera's in a different place for this. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping and happy simple stamping. Take care. Bye for now.